Pelicans at home for a little interconference action in New Orleans. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Murray with it, now guarded by Ball. Bridges with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And neither of these teams, Special K, right now playing their best basketball.
They are certainly struggling, Kevin, and that's no fun for anybody. The coaches, the players, the support staff, everybody is under pressure when you're struggling. And tonight, for each of these teams, there's a chance to get it turned around.
Now, here's Ball. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Chance to catch up with James Borrego. He had been watching highlights of the coaching staff, and they noticed Lamelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want him looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Knippel. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
The try continue. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
On defense, New Orleans. Here's Knippel.
And he doesn't take his defensive assignments lightly. They really makes it tough on the opposing ball handler.
Bridges with the ball. The Hornets off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, I love the way Ball drives with such force and speed. It puts the defense in a tough situation. He's excellent at drawing fouls.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team. He's on the court.
And Knippel slams it in.
Don't sleep on Knippel's hops now, because he's definitely more than capable of hammering it home. The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. On the wing, Bridges. Shot clock at 6. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Murray. Cranes the 19-footer.
comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pelicans lead by 4. From New Orleans, back at
The Hornets, 5.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. Guys, back to you.
Trying to run and gun. Allie, we thank you very much. Scooped up. The kick out to Poole. No good on the triple.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Here's James. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Queen. Got a hand on it. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Queen. New Orleans leading by 6. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we can rule out some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Poole on the wing. Over Miller. Poole no good. Hornets trail by 8. Knueppel with it. Jones covering. They get it back. Ball. They shoot again. Fires from the corner. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he can just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Queen gets it to go.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jones. Queen can't get it to go. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Offensive rebound. Out to Miller. Now Bridges. Pass the ball. From deep three-point land. And another shot. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Queen. And the shot goes down. Queen's got the lead of 12 now for New Orleans.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And so it's New Orleans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great
shot clock.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
Murray.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
In the corner, Bay with it. No good on the three. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. It's a 14-point game. This one for three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Bay with the fadeaway. Good D by Miller.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to see.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was third in Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the two guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
Right side, Green. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Shakes him. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does.
It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game.
Here we go.
2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Banchero. Sacramento grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Russell Westbrook.
And Clark, the Magic with two good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have two of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with two gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Now, here's Westbrook. Paolo Banchero, unable to get his last shot to go in. We play just over a minute here in the first. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Sacramento. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Banchero. Candy gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
An aggressive,
First team
creative
foul.
player on the attack. I like seeing Banchero get those whistles.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Westbrook with it. Controlled by Suggs.
Russell Westbrook.
And finished off by Westbrook.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
Rejected by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. In the corner, Murray with it. Up again. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
Boy, one of the things that stands out with DeMontis Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. Fades away. That's short off the rim. Here's Levine. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Banchero. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Banchero's got 6 points. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Magic trail by 3. Takes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
It's stolen by Carter. With the fadeaway. With 2 seconds left. And it's laid in by Suggs.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Sacramento.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Hunter with it. Isaac picks him up. Hunter no good. The Magic trail by 3. Stolen by Carter. Monk for 3. Sinks the triple.
3 points.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Support when you watch Anthony Black. Size, playmaking, defense. A lot to like here.
That is a fact, for sure. Sixth pick in 2023. Shooting was the question mark, still is a bit, but I tell you, that's the one area of the game you've seen over the years. Many players make great strides in refining their shot because of the work they put into it. I don't think he's going to be any different. Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
And it's Carter penetrating, and the shot goes in.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
The Magic trailed by 6. Here's Black. No good from the wing.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot in. It worked out for him.
Hunter no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Beyond the arc. And so the ball's out of bounds, but Thompson touched it last.
In the lineup for the Kings, number 18.
Here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
And here now the Kings. They're on a 13-4 run right now.
Assisted by
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Russell Westbrook. Second personal foul.
59 seconds left in the second quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Black's got 6 points.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
A guy with major bounce, Westbrook can really get up there.
Shot from the wing. Sacramento grabs the miss. Monk for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Monk's got 6 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Takes the 3. The rebound by Bataza. The Magic trailed by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Monk looking around. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. 13 points up at the end of the period.
The Kings.
Defensively,
29.
they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And now, Rally LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Back to you guys.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Back to Murray. Pass to Sabonis. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Assist goes to
And the Kings lead by 14.
Boy, big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Outside, Levine. Fires from deep. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And Sacramento has possession. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Shoots from the baseline. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good, too.
Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And stolen by Murray. Carter on the wing. Misses the three. The Magic trailed by 20 to end the run. And it's Banchero getting it to go. Banchero's got 11.
The offensive talent, the ingenuity, size, strength. Banchero has a full book bag, folks.
Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Pass to Bane. Banchero inside. 11 points in the game.
And he's been their top scorer today, but it hasn't come easy. He has not shot the ball well. They'll have to be more efficient here if they're going to win.
Levine looking around. Plays it up and banks it in. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, it's not just the three-point shot for Levine. He's got a lot of bounce, and that helps him get to the hoop, too. And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Here's Suggs. Hunter grabs the miss. Wagner outside. Drains the three-pointer. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Attack it right away. Once Wagner has the ball, you don't even think about it. Take it and go.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Magic trailed by 14. To the middle. Here's Isaac. And that one, good.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Bazzuba with the rebound. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 39. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Orlando, trailing by 10. Here's Black. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. There's the pick. There's the lob to the hoop. And foul finish at the rack off the slick field.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Westbrook drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
Let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far.
Shooting
For
for
Sacramento.
Precious.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
Green by Batadze. To the paint. It's hauled in by the Kings. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Steps back. In the corner, it's Hunter. He's off from 3. The Magic trail by 8. What a finesse finish on the wing.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
Thank you, Allie.
Russell Westbrook.
Good!
Assist from
Hey, we know this guy's a dynamic scorer, but what Westbrook really is an energetic, intense competitor.
And they pick up the 2.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
Kings leading now by 6. Westbrook. Layup, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's De Silva. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Zach LaVine.
Down he goes.
is from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
Now we've got the intentional foul. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who could really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization. Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them to the line.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And this is it, guys. It's down one. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Banchero fires. It's off target. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. With Ali LaForce joining us courtside. It'll be the Cavaliers off the tip. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Oubre.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss.
exciting player, RJ.
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
Shot pocket two. Harden. Harden missing again.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Maxey with it. Harden picks him up. And the 76ers get it back. Back to Embiid. That's tipped. And stolen by Mobley. Pulls up on the wing. No good, off the front rim.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Tipped. Here's George. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
And the defensive player of the year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Graham?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
It's Edwards on the wing. They grab their own miss. It's Grimes on the wing. George outside. Shoots over Mobley. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Clock at 6. To the paint. Tomlin. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And here's Edwards outside. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And one move we're seeing more frequently these days, Richard, the self-alley-oop.
T-Mac might have been the first to do it back in the 0-2 All-Star game, but now you see it a few times this season, but it is still a major highlight every time.
The Cavs trailing. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Watford. Lowry outside. Watford with a screen. Lowry with it. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Guys, back to you.
On a mission. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Off target with the three. Cavaliers trip by 3. RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50, yes, 50 combinations. I'm looking for a little bit more consistency this year.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Down low. Powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Grimes' shot is off. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Strus. Hits the trifecta. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Oh, and Bryant with a block. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cleveland on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to multiply.
The 3 from Edgecombe. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Out to Mobley. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers leading.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overruns the defense when the break is on.
They're onside. Oh, George with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The rebound by Allen. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Wade. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia grabs the miss. He takes it in. For 3, Maxey. Gets the 3 to fall. Maxey's got 9 points in the quarter.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel is a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game. They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Now here's Maxey. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Mitchell. To stop the drought. Right in the heart of it, Mitchell.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness and allows him to be effective inside.
From deep three-point land. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot that typically makes.
Maxey with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Rebound by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 9-point game. Strus's shot is off. And so here is Philadelphia. And the shot's good. George has got 7.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Back to Mitchell. Out to the right wing. No good with a layup.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Outside Harden. Chalk up 2 there.
James Harden.
Here's Lowry. Outside Grimes. To the wing on the left. Here's Drummond. Mobley grabs the board. Outside Harden. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man is quick off the floor. He's got 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Outside Harden. It's good.
James Harden.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Off on the layup. Into the lane. Yes, sir. Bank it in the layup. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Now here's Drummond. Oh, stolen by Harden. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to end
in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. Oh, it doesn't go. Maxey. It's good.
When it comes down to crunch time, Maxey wants the ball in his hands.
And he commits the intentional foul.
us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off. The shot's good. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Tatum's shot is off.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
And Benyama, no good.
What hard moves he makes, that defense gets lucky there.
Tatum, that's for two. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Yep, that one goes in there.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fight.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. On the wing, and the jumper is good.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Shot by Champagnie, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Castle. Rebounded by Hauser.
Well, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And that one's good. Tatum.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The 17-footer. Rebounded by Castle.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
It's stolen by White. 6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Tatum with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Vassell, no good. Here's Tatum. The shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the
San Antonio. 4.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never sleep. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And Greg with Stephon Castle winning the To the paint. Back to Harper. Here's Cornette. There's the three. And Shireman pulls it down. 2 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Brown with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Shireman. Shot clock at 5. Back to Brown. Taking it out. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Boston Celtics looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Hauser. Here's Queta. Nothing on the board. Just 4 to shoot. The three from Tatum. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
And here's Tatum for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Here's Castle. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 13. Tatum with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. They set the pick. Outside Tatum. Looking to get back on track here. And slammed up by Tatum.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer right now, filling it up.
To the left side wing. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama.
Go basket.
That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Down low. Boom down hard with both hands.
How about Jason Tatum with a little pocket pass in the pick and roll? That's nice.
Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Stolen by Tatum. Pulls up on the wing. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And a Fox with the jam.
Assisted.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Nailed from three-point land. three. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Barnes can't get it to go. Fires for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Scheierman's got 5 now. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Celtics out in front.
46. San Antonio. 19.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Bryant in the corner. Barnes outside. A three-pointer, no good. And an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Antonio calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Cato. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. To the middle. It's Barnes slamming it down.
Assist
Now
from
that's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
Tatum looking around. Five on the clock. Out to White. A blue ball. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pass to Champagny. On the wing, Fox. Champagny. The kick out to Barnes. And here's Harper from the arc. They're making this a runaway.
The only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Outside Tatum. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Fox, no good. So it's the Celtics now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Tatum. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Well, the jump shot that Jason Tatum has is absolutely lethal. The form, the extension, everything is on point.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss. Here's San Antonio. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Barnes can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. The turnaround. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense
best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And here's Tatum for three.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That misses off the backboard. And here's Boston. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he banks in the layup.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help. Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Guys, what's your take?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not